Well, I was supposed to go to the festival, but looks like that's not happening now. It's fucking pouring here. And that shit came out of nowhere. I didn't even see it coming. The radar was like showing a little bit, but then all of a sudden it went boom. I was like, fuck. It's kind of annoying. Hey, Paris, how you doing? I'm good. Well, I'm good, but I was about to go to the Portuguese festival just now, and the heavens opened up, and it's pouring. So I'm kind of upset that I can't. I was just about to leave too, and then I see it getting dark, and I'm like, shit, it looks like it's gonna rain. And all of a sudden, it just started pouring. I'm like, damn it, man. I was gonna go hang out for a bit, get out of the house, but it looks like that's not gonna happen now. Yeah, they have a big Portuguese festival going on, and I said, yeah, I'll leave here like 7 o'clock or something. And then I started seeing it getting darker and darker, and I'm like, shit. And I looked at the radar. I was like, oh no. So my sister's there, my mom and dad's there, and they're like, oh, well, they're not getting wet because like you can go underneath like a tent in the inside like this little area. You're not gonna get wet, but I'm not gonna go there. Oh, raining now. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, it's been raining all day, but it stopped for like a couple hours. And then I said, okay, well, it does. I looked at the radar and I saw a piece of rain coming towards us, but I was like, nah, it's gonna miss. And I was wrong. It hit us, and it's like really hard right now. It's raining hard. So much for going out and having some fun. But whatever. It's all good. It's actually it's gonna be on until 11 o'clock tonight. So I still, if the rain goes away, I might still go for like about an hour or so just to say hi to everybody. Hey Tanya, I'm good. Yeah, I was just pissed that I can't go to the festival because it's raining. It don't make sense going now because it's pouring. I'm kind of pissed off because I wanted to go. I've been talking about it for the last few days and I was just about to leave. Literally. I got dressed. I said, let me go. So I walk outside and I hear, I'm like, oh no, it's raining. And I looked at the radar and I was like, oh shit, there's no way I can go now. I was about to take my nephews and go because my sister and my mom and dad are already there. And she just texted to say that some of our friends are there. And now they're all probably hiding underneath the tent or inside the school lunchroom area. They're probably all there like pissed that it's raining. Huh. But it's all good. Hopefully, I mean, it's still on for like another 4 hours, so maybe this will go away in an hour or two. I don't know. I have to check. I don't know. I want to. I still want to go. But I didn't even read what you said. You retracted the message. I wasn't paying attention. I saw something about you went to a retreat or something. How was it? Oh, okay. Well, as long as you had a good time and it was worth it. Oh, well, that's cool. Well, at least you're glad you went and it was worth it. Yeah, it's not easy being in pain. My right leg is hurting like crazy today. Like right on my shin, it's hurting a bit. So I'm kind of like gotta sit this way and hold it up a bit. I'm getting like cramps in my shin. It's weird, but that's what usually happens, man. You know, can't sit in a chair, so I stood in the back. Oh, okay, cool. Well, at least you were there, and at least everything was fine when you're there. At least it was worth you going. I can't believe this weather came out of nowhere. I was really excited to go. Oh well. I still might go if it clears up. We'll see. But I was looking at the radar. It's like it looks like it's not gonna happen for right now. It isn't, but we'll see. You never know. It might clear up. It was totally worth you going. For videos I made to be approved by the leader and those getting released. Lots of photos in of the area. Oh, nice. Well, that's good. Well, at least it was totally worth you going. That's all that matters, Tanya. Is that it was worth you going. That's the main thing. It's good to get out there and go to the retreat and have fun and be with people that are, dealing with the same things. And, you know, I'm starting to like, want to go out again and be around people somewhat. Like today, I said, my nephews were like, "You're lying. You're not gonna go. You never go to that thing." And I'm like, "Look, the reason I don't want to go is because I'm gonna see a lot of people that I don't like, and it triggers me. But I gotta remember that, like there's gonna be people like that everywhere you go. So, I here in Bermuda, it's very difficult to go somewhere without seeing somebody you can't stand, or you have beef with, or you don't like, or you know. Well, the reason I wanted to go really it was to wear that green shirt that I have in the background there because my team won the championship and won the cup. So I was gonna dress up in my green shirt, my green hat, and go down there looking like a leprechaun, you know? Because my team won, so I want to rub it in all their faces. Because a lot of people don't like that team, right? Like the bigger teams are better than us, but because we won, I like to rub the underdogs. My team's like the underdog in Portugal. They're not as big as the other two clubs there. They're like third best. So when they win, I like to rub it in their face. So I wanted to go there, but maybe the rain's telling me something. Don't go down there because you're gonna end up starting trouble. Yeah, she's looking outside because the rain and the wind is going crazy. So she's looking outside at the trees and like the sometimes the gate makes like a clinking noise from the wind. So she looks up. Yeah, she's right. She's right here. She's a little wet because she came running over here in the rain. I had to put the umbrella over her. Dimey, you okay, baby? You say hi to Paris and Tanya? Everybody loves this damn dog. You've been a good girl, though. I was cuddling with her earlier over my sister's house because I left for like an hour and a half to go to my parents' house to eat lunch. And when I came back, she went crazy. And my sister was like, "You would think she'd seen you in like a year." I said, "Yeah, of course. She loves me. What do you expect?" So it was funny. And then she was laying down on my sister's carpet in the living room, and I laid down with her and was petting her and playing with her and stuff. She was in her glory. But she's all right, though. She's been a good girl lately. She's been a good girl, and she's probably a little wet right now. I don't want to pet her because she just can't running over here. But she doesn't mind being in the rain. She's crazy like that. She'll like stand in the rain and get wet, and she won't even be phased. And she licks the ground, like the water off the ground. She'll like we have the tile out by the pool, and there's a certain area where it's like a little dip in it, and the water sits there, and she drinks the fresh water from the rain. That's how crazy she is. But it's clean water, so I try and tell her not to do it, but she does it anyway. She don't care. But she's been a good girl though. She's good. She's in good spirits. It's been very humid here, so she's been drinking a lot of water. And I try not to let her drink too much because she like chokes and she's dumb sometimes. When she drinks too much water, she starts hacking and choking. And I tell her stop, and I move her away from the bowl and say that's enough. And then she'll go lay down. And then when I go lay down or sit down, she'll go right back to the water again. I said, okay, go ahead. And then when you go drink too much water, you're gonna bark and then you're gonna, throw up or you're gonna hack like an idiot. So this morning she hacked when she started drinking too much water. And I told her, go lay down now. And then she looked at me and she was like, okay, Mark's mad at me. Like, I just finished telling you, stop drinking all that water. Sometimes I have to physically take the bowl and move it so she doesn't keep drinking it. Cause she's like one of those, she can be really dumb sometimes. And when she sees food in her bowl or water in her bowl, she has to eat every single last bite and lick the bowl clean, and then she'll go to the water and she'll drink every last drop of water in the bowl until it's all completely gone and she'll be satisfied. Like she's just weird like that. She has to like drink everything and eat everything, and then she'll get so full that she'll burp and throw up or she'll hack because it's too much all at one time. So she pisses me off when she does that because I don't like to see her do that. It's like it doesn't make any sense to me why she does that because she's never done that until recently. But there was times where she would leave food behind, and she'll eat it later or something like that, or the birds will get to it or the ants. But now she completely devours everything. So I have to take away the water bowl every now and then. Joys of having a crazy dog. But it's been hot the last few days and very humid, so I have my AC on. So I'm kind of like I bring her in here as much as I can because I know she's older and she can't handle the heat. So I bring her in here as much as I can. Though. Sometimes if I leave and I'm going down, sometimes when I leave to go to the store and I know I'm coming back in like 10 minutes or so, I'll just leave her inside. Or I'll take her outside to go pee and I'll bring her back in so she doesn't pee in my apartment. But she's been good lately. She's a good girl. Yeah, I love her unconditionally for sure. There's some days that I wish she wasn't around because she pisses me off sometimes and like does the dumbest things that I can imagine. And I'm looking at her like, why the hell would you do that, you dumb dog? But I still love her to death, obviously. She's been through a lot. She's been through a lot, you know. The first 5, 6 years she was here, she had to deal with that asshole, that my ex brother in law, and he used to abuse her and hit her and scold her too much and like treat her like shit. She lived outside for all through the winter and all through the summer, and he barely, like, he would forget to feed her or give her water. He didn't give a shit about that dog. But the last 4 years she's been with me, especially the last 2 years, he's been gone. So she's very attached to me like my shadow. Everywhere I go, she has to go. If I get up right now and go outside, she'll get up and look at me and see where I'm going, as if to say, "Where the hell are you going?" If I were to walk upstairs, I have to tell her, like I say, "I'm coming right back, okay?" But if I just do it without her knowing, she'll get up and she'll be like, "Yo, where the hell is this guy going? Like, you can't leave me." She's funny like that. But it's just her being very, protective and wondering where I am because she doesn't want me to leave her. She gets paranoid. But she's all right though. I'm just glad everybody loves her and everybody pets her and thinks that she's the greatest ever. Nobody's scared of her. She doesn't make anybody scared anyway or anything like that. She's very loving and kind. She lets everybody pet her. The vet came here last week and gave her like some fluids or whatever, some type of shot or whatever for worms or something. And then they weighed her. And I wasn't here when they did it. My sister said that the two veterinarians were like in their glory. They let her pet him and gave her her shot and her meds and things like that and checked her thoroughly, and she just stood there like an idiot and let her do anything. She didn't even fight him or anything or bark at him or nothing. She was just like, "Yay, I'm getting attention." So the vet loves coming here to deal with her because they think that she's like so cute, and she doesn't give a fight. She doesn't put up a fight. She just lets you do whatever you want. She's funny. She's a pain in the ass sometimes, but she's like very she's a people's dog. Like she'll be cool with everybody. She doesn't have anybody that she doesn't really like except for my ex brother-in-law. She's free of evil now, which is great. Free of evil. Oh boy. Let's see. Oh boy, we got a big piece of rain coming this way. Looks like it's gonna hit us. Like it's like thunder and stuff inside of it. Oh boy. Looks like it's gonna rain even harder in a couple minutes. That was at 7:07 at 7:19. Yeah, I should be here soon. Looks like it's gonna rain even harder. Hopefully not. Hopefully it misses. Damn it. Oh well. Looks like I might have to wait a little longer to go somewhere, but or might not at all. No one's daddy this month. Doggone. Period. Yeah, don't be a widow. It's alright. You still have us. That's all that matters. You still got your your widow crew. You know. I'm proud of you for being active and not staying home and sulking and thinking the world ends. Um, I'm glad that you went to the retreat. I'm glad you come in here every night and talk to all of us, have fun, talk shit, laugh. It's good to do. It's better than grieving and thinking about negative things. It's good to do those things. It's good to be interacting with people. It's good to do that. Hey Susan, how you been? Interaction with others and having fun is good. So it's always a good thing to do. I'm doing good, thanks, Susan. Yeah, for sure, Paris. We all can relate to certain things. We all have similar thoughts and stuff about certain things, or we know what others do and what others think, and it's always good to like interact with each other and have fun. Yeah, and that's fine. We can't always be available every day, but when you are available, you just make the best out of it and have fun. That's all. You know. It's never good to be it's never good to alienate yourself because of what goes on in your personal life or what goes on in your life. You know, no matter what, I always tell people like when people pass away in your life, never they don't want you to sulk moan and be mad. Like they want you to like continue your life and you could still recognize them and keep going. So it's good to do that. It's good to like keep going strong and keep going and do what you gotta do. A friend, my cousin asked me if I'm ever gonna go back to Portugal again, and I told him I would like to, but I don't really want to because everybody that I loved is not there anymore. They're all dead, all gone. So, he says, yeah, I understand. I said, when I went to Portugal, I went to visit my godparents and my cousins, but half my cousins are here, and the other half I don't really care for. And my godparents are gone. Everybody's gone. Pretty much all my aunties and uncles are pretty much. I only have two left, but the two left are ones that I don't really care about like that. But when my godparents passed away, I pretty much didn't want to go back anymore because there was nothing really to go back for. But it doesn't mean that I'm not acknowledging them or knowing that where they are, they're in spirit. They got my back, and I know that. And another thing that I always tell people is when people pass away that you love and you care about, they become a part of your life even more because they have all the time in the world to make sure that you're protected and you're safe and you're doing the right thing, and they're going to nudge you in the right way. They're going to show you signs. They're going to make sure you're okay to whatever extent needs to be taken care of. And then eventually when you reach higher and higher up in your age and you're living and the other people are gone, you have a spiritual army that can be next to you and protect you for the rest of your life. And then when you get there, you can join the army and take care of someone else. And here we go. The rain's coming again. It's definitely pouring. Oh boy. It's raining even harder now. Shit. But it's always a process we have to go through, and it's always uh, a situation that we can deal with in a good way. So we shall see. We shall see. But it's good to remain happy and not let life get to us too much. What's going on here? Susan, I got your donation. Thanks. All right, there it is on my email. You said will I make it? Holy shit! If you do, that'll be nice. Let's see if you will. I'm getting a yes. You will. Yep. And I got all good cards, even the money card on the very end. So I'm got all upright cards, and I get a yes for sure. Yeah. So it does say that you will make that yes. I got a yes, 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 and I got benefits, profits, gains, improvements, money advantage. So yeah, yeah, I got. I mean, nothing's guaranteed in life, but for what the cards say, it says yes, definite, definite yes. Like it's telling me a yes for sure. If it's about negotiation, then I would say even more of a yes because the seven of wands is a card of success and gain and overcoming things and also negotiating with someone to make money. So if there's some type of negotiations going on, then I would say you'll definitely get it. And if it's a work thing, then I would say yes again because I got the work card. But overall, I'm getting like money advantages. So it's saying yes in the next 7 days. So I know you said this week. So in the next, uh, 7 days, you'll get it. Short versus long position. Okay, cool. Yeah. So yeah, I got a positive yes and nothing's guaranteed, but I would say it's definitely 100% possible. Yeah. And I got two money cards here, so that tells me more of a yes. So yeah, it looks good. I hope you do. That sounds good. Hell yeah. Yeah. If you do, that'll be great. What the cards say, yes. It's crazy how like I pull cards and then it shows me like money cards, and that's what you was asking about. Let's see. Looks like Friday might be a good day. I got the Ace of Wands for Friday. I asked for 5 days in a row. And the best card for the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, was Friday is the best day for that to happen. Wednesday might be a good day too, because I got a good card for that. So maybe between Wednesday and Friday you'll get it, if that makes sense. Or Friday looks like I got the best card I got was Friday. So we shall see. Yeah, my sister just messaged me and said they all got soaked, and she dropped off my parents at home. I told her I was just about to leave, and she says we're all soaked, and she's coming home now. That sucks. I was really hoping to go to the festival tonight, but oh well. Not now. It's pouring, and it looks like it's more coming. So oh well. Such is life. Makes sense. Good. I'm glad. What are you doing over here, crazy dog? Hmm? Why are you huffing and puffing for? Hmm? Crazy dog. What you doing, crazy? Why are you huffing and puffing for? It's so nice in here. Hmm? She's looking outside the window saying, I see the rain. Oh well. Yeah, there is some around. There is some around, Paris. Like it's actually red on the radar. But a lot of times, like she's looking at the trees outside the window here, over here. There's like windows right here. Like I'll show you. You see the window? It's all wet right there, and the trees are in the background, like moving. So she kind of looks at it every now and then to say, "What the heck? You have a house pig? Oh, that's cool." House pig. That's crazy. And you feed it you how big is the pig? Is it big or like, not really? I love pigs. They're so cool. Potbelly 80. That's nice. That's a nice size. When I went to Portugal, my cousin had a huge pig in like this confined area. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah, he was huge. He was like maybe, I don't know, 100 and something pounds. He was big, and I used to feed him. I have a picture of me feeding the pig, and it was so funny. He let me pet him and stuff, and I was like, oh, tapping him, and like tapping him on his back and stuff. I love pigs; they're cool. They like to smell you all the time. Like I used to visit him. I used to visit that pig like every day. It was like the first time I ever saw like a pig. I was maybe like 10 years old. She has a 300 foot square apartment with a bed and air conditioner. Oh shit! So she's living the life, kind of like this one back behind me. Yeah, see, in Portugal, my cousin had like I'd say it was maybe about 10 by 10, like 10 feet by 10 feet area. And she had like her own little like house little thing. And then she had like a little area where they put all her food in. She wasn't that privileged. She was an outdoor pig. That's so cool though. I would love to have that. Like, do you like is the pig all by her, is she all by herself, or like does she have like you thinking about ever getting like another pig to like be with her or something like that? Yours has 2 acres of pasture outside. Oh, nice. That's really cool, Susan. Yeah, my family in Portugal, they have like acres of land and they have pigs, cows, goats, horses. Um, like when I went there for the first time when I was 10 years old, I saw everything. Like I was like, holy shit. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. Yeah, it would be nice to get her a companion, somebody to hang out with. Yeah, that was the first time when I was 10 years old and I went to Portugal to my family's place. They had acres of land. They had horses. They had like a lot of cows. I learned how to milk a cow for the first time. She's not the sharing type. Yeah, I assumed that was probably the case. I remember milking cows, feeding the horses, uh, and then the goats. They had goats, and the goats would try and butt us and stuff. They put our heads down. Yeah. Oh, rabbits are cool. Yeah, my nephew had a big ass gray rabbit for the longest time. I think it passed away like maybe a year ago or 2 years ago. But that thing was huge. They had a big gray rabbit. I love animals. Animals are so cool. I love animals anyway. I've had this dog's 10 years old. Diamond's 10, but I've had a few dogs before her. But that's cool. At least she has rabbits. Other animals she can see and hang around. What you doing? Hmm? You still crazy? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I believe my godmother, she had a pig that was 16 years old. Yeah. I gotta find the pictures of me feeding the pig. That same pig that I fed was my cousins had it. It was my godmother's pig, and it was 16 years old, I believe. Yeah, I think it was 16 years old. Yeah, but my family in Portugal, they used to breed goats and pigs and cows, and they had them all. They had like they also had goat milk to give to the factories to make cheese. Also the milk as well. They used to sell the milk from the cows. Um, and then they used to kill the pig sometimes. And obviously, when the time will come, they had to kill the pigs and make the food for to eat and things like that. This is years ago. But I remember being a part of all of that. You know, we went there for like 5 weeks one time, and we actually saw what it was like to live there and deal with that type of environment. But it was cool. I liked seeing all that, being around those type of animals. Here in Bermuda, there's not much of that going on. There's a guy I know. Um, he's a friend of mine, and he has like about 100 to 200 cows in his farm here in Bermuda. He supplies a lot of milk and stuff and things like that. And um, I don't know if he has any pigs. I believe he might have some, but he's got more cows than anything. There's a lot of people here that have horses for sure. We have horse racing here, and there's a lot of horses here, like horseback riding tours for tourists, things like that. There's a lot of people here that have farms with acres of land and things like that here and there. Not too many, not like it used to be. When I was growing up, I remember seeing more farm areas, but now it's all been bought and built on. There's a lot of farms left, though. There's still a lot of farms here. I live next to two farms down the bottom of my hill. There's a banana patch farm on one side, and on the other side, there's like corn, and it's a pretty decent sized farmland. It's pretty cool. I like that type of life and stuff. I love being around animals. The closest thing I had to any type, we had like six chickens and a rooster in a coop at my house, at my parents' house years ago. We used to go there and get the eggs and all that. It was fun. I like that type of life, that farm life. Everything's like, organic and real. My family in Portugal they have a huge farm. My cousins, actually, the two girls, they actually took over the farm, and they're like farm girls. They're all into it, and they like deal with the cows and the pigs and goats. And my grandparents had a lot of land, and they kept some of it to like have animals on. What are you doing? Huh? You crazy over there? Hmm? What's the matter? What's going on? You okay? It's raining. That's what you hear. Okay? Where you going? Where you going? I don't want you. Hmm? What's the matter? What's wrong? Hmm? Why are you huffing and puffing for? Hmm? What's the matter? What's going on? Oh yeah? Sila, she just burped. She burps like a human being. Nobody's there. There's nobody there, baby. It's the reflection. She thinks somebody's over like next to the door, but it's the reflection from the light. She always thinks that somebody's there, but nobody's there. Crazy dog. Let me see what this weather's doing. I'm gonna go grab some dinner soon. It's already like 7:45 here. Get something to eat. Get me some dinner. I don't even know what I want. Yeah, I still see this big patch of red here. Doesn't look good. Looks like we're gonna get hit by it, but I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully not. It's like a huge patch of thunder coming this way. But I'm really hoping it doesn't come this way and it goes the opposite direction, but it looks like it's come. It's not looking good. Let me see. Yeah, it still looks like it's coming this way. Right now it's hitting the west side of Bermuda. Hopefully it misses me. I don't need it. Okay, Susan, no problem. Good seeing you. Wish you the best. Hey, Marley, you just ate you an omelet with mozzarella cheese, bell peppers, and sausage. Damn, that sounds good. That sounds like a dinner of champions. I don't know what I want. I have like leftover roast chicken and potatoes and mac and cheese. I have some food left over, but I don't know. I ate that for lunch. I kind of don't want to eat it again. But I can actually make an omelet with some leftover chicken and some onions and stuff. That sounds good. I don't know. I just don't feel like making any food. I don't feel like making anything. I feel lazy today. I'm tired of cooking. I gotta see what my nephews want. My sister just came home. So I'm sure she probably ate something at the festival, but I'm gonna ask her. I know my nephews are probably hungry. I don't know what they want to do. I'm not sure what to eat yet. Are you going live, Marley? Omelet, mozzarella cheese, peppers, and sausage. Paris said she made a chicken sandwich. That sounds good. I had a chicken sandwich yesterday for lunch. It was really good. Oh, okay, cool. You coming on then? Good. Cool. Oh boy. Yeah, it's pouring again. Sounds good. I'll come over. I'll come over when I get the notification. I'll come over then. All right, I'm gonna go get something to eat, and then I'll probably hang over Marty's. If you guys are more than welcome to come over there and hang out with us. And after she's finished, I'll probably come back on for the uh, late nights with Marky. All right, I'm gonna go get something to eat, and then I'll come see you over your side. All right, Paris, good seeing you, sweetheart. Take care.